Who is going to be the first manager to be sacked? My own answer is clear.
Maresca. Is that your answer?
That's my answer. Bro, first manager to be sacked.
I don't. The Community Shield.
What's that?
Trophy.
City trophy.
Manchester City are the Community Shield champions. They won a trophy, first trophy of the season, and they cannot go trophyless anymore.
Sure.
Oh, when Arsenal won it.
You were trophyless last season.
Nice
You were
one.
trophyless.
Nice one.
And that's why they did not win.
Celebrate
Nice
it.
one.
You know, celebrate. That's why they did
one.
not win the league because if you look at the stats for that since 2019, anyone
Once
that
you
wins that
win-
Community Shield, your season will just.
But does that mean that Man City
haywire.
will not win the
All
league
those
this
fake
And
season?
I'm just giving him hope now. No, it's not fake. Like, it's been happening since
All those
2019.
Okoto coincidence.
It's been happening since 2019.
Very,
So
very.
just take it. City won it. Liverpool.
So who are
got
the favourites to win the
2019.
Premier League this season?
Favorites. Stay City now.
Not Arsenal.
City and Arsenal. You can't say
Why
City.
you
You have
gone-
to.
gone
No,
body?
it has to be
How
gone
about
body. It
gone
has to be
body?
gone body at
Gone
this
body,
point.
you
Okay,
should
wait.
title.
Arsenal and City. Arsenal and City, not City and Arsenal.
I beg.
Arsenal and City.
As they always say, when the season starts and everybody's on 0 points, Arsenal will be top.
Just like the capital, Abia, oh my, I understand. They'll just-
Alphabetical order, they will be top. But after a while,
To be fair, for the past 2 seasons, we've been at the top.
But you've not been
We've not
Abia.
been
They've
at the
just
top.
they've been Abia.
Anambra. They've been Anambra. They've not. But don't worry, I believe in you this season. I mean, you beat a Ligon team in pre-season, which is very
Leon are my
impressive.
boys now.
Eh?
Leon are my boys.
Say your boy.
My boys.
Nah,
You
so-
can't coach them.
Because you gave us fake Maitland Niles to come and sabotage match. Don't worry. But anyway, how did you see the Community Shield game though? Did it tell us anything about what to
It
expect
didn't
this
really
season?
tell us anything, but I think credit to everybody expected that City would just roll over United. United actually played very well. They looked solid, and when you consider that they've not yet brought in some of their new signings, I think.
Ten Hag supremacy. But I mean, Man City themselves, they played
But
with
yes, Man City-
McCarthy.
Exactly, Man City,
McCarthy,
exactly.
You
So
talk about Lewis, you talk
Yeah.
about
Bob, Oscar
O'Reilly, Matt O'Reilly. Actually, look at O'Reilly was there.
Yes,
These are not starters. Like, it's one thing for me. I think I saw there is that City would always click,
regardless of who is there.
regardless.
Because of the system,
Like,
yeah.
maybe they might find this a little hurdle going into the season, but for you to start that game knowing that you might just be the team to have lost the Community Shield in 4 occasions, that's stretch. That's
just
only
busy
United has done that.
They're just
But-
never serious.
No, and you know, and you talk about going to the new season. Pep has always said they are trying to do something different, learn better from where they've not really excelled, and the
Yeah.
Community Shield is part of it. Starting those players, they also gave United a run for their money. United
Yeah.
started with most of their starting 11. If you look at the team that they started with, this is the team that most players you would see
You'll see, yeah.
they will start. It's only in the second half when we saw those substitutions, we saw Pellistri coming, but still City did the main thing. But when they needed that factor, that
from Bernardo.
they just brought in Bernardo, brought in Kevin De Bruyne, and I just believe that they're going to equalize.
But that Bernardo is not a serious person.
it's not serious, but
Yeah.
it's not serious, but it's clutch.
no, but yes, thank
His
you.
definition of
And
a
that's what
clutch
you need.
player.
If without that
Clutch.
equalizer,
It's
there
not
won't have been a
clutch in
penalty.
shootouts.
No, but without that equalizer, there won't be a penalty shootout.
Fair.
And
But
then-
what do we think about Ahmad and Bob? Are we expecting big seasons from both players?
Particularly from Bob, I think he
Yeah.
has a lot to offer. I mean,
Yeah.
watching him in preseason, it looks like he has settled well enough. And when you listen to the comments from Guardiola, it looks
Yeah.
like Guardiola is ready to
I mean, I don't used to believe
throw
Guardiola.
him straight.
I,
well,
I,
yeah.
I think
I'm
Pep,
afraid to put
no,
him
but I
in
think
FPL.
Pep has learnt his lesson in a way, following the Cole Palmer situation where he had to leave to Chelsea. You look at how he has used this, and if you look at the young stars, he gave them a lot of time during the preseason as well.
Yeah.
McCarthy, even Bob. I think this season maybe they won't be as consistent. Maybe last season Pep usually do not do quick substitutions. Maybe this
Yeah.
time that what you'll be looking at. If you are leading 70, 80 minutes, this player should come in and have like 10 or 15 minutes of game time to keep them fresh. I think that's what he will employ more going into the new season than just staying, because it's the manager that does the least number of substitutions in the league.
It's very annoying.
He-
Their matches will not just
They are
be
leading 3-0. They are leading 5-0. Substitutes. Pep just stays like that, and the good thing for him that his players are not injury prone. If not, that would have really been a big problem going into the new season. So
There's another team I know that's always overplay their players like mad. I won't mention names.
Just
anyway.
mention the name now. Why you saying?
Bukayo Saka.
I didn't say anything.
The contract that Bukayo Saka has, I hope they've made provisions for the number of minutes that he's playing because Haba.
And he has still not
That's our
gotten,
boy.
but he has
No,
still
he's
not
a-
gotten a substitute.
He's a reliable player.
But
That's
he
that's
has
what
still
you
not
that's the
Yeah,
fate you suffer when you are reliable. It's not his fault.
But the
Yes,
fact
I
that
agree.
he's reliable doesn't
I agree
mean
that
he's-
Arsenal we
What's
need
the
to
plan
get.
for him this season? Are you going to, mix it up a bit? Because you are playing more CL games now, and there's so much football to play, and you just played Euros. Is there anybody that is going to
To be fair, I still think Arsenal are going to bring in one or two more attackers, and if we don't do that, I think on games where Saka would not play, maybe Gabriel Jesus will be deployed on the flanks, and Havertz to just play in centrally. But taking into account the fact that Arsenal wants to sell off Nketiah, there are talks to sell Nelson as well. It looks like Arsenal will bring in one more attacker.
Yeah,
Okay.
But before we go there, now you're talking about the attacker, and that's your team. What will stop your team from winning the Premier League?
It's the same thing that has stopped us from winning the league in the last 2 seasons. It's the same thing that will stop us again. Only Guardiola can stop us.
Sorry, Brony, do you think
Literally, only Guardiola can stop
Guardiola.
Arsenal from winning. Do you know what it is? Like last 2 seasons, we scored 89 goals. In how many other? In like 5 other seasons, the points we had would have been good enough to win you the league. Last season, we bettered that we scored 91 goals. But there is always a machine squad like Guardiola City. Fair play to them.
Just like the
Credit to
team
them.
saying,
No, it's not an
usually 40
excuse.
points to save you.
No, it's not an excuse. It's an answer to the question. What can stop us? Only City can stop us. That's just the truth.
Do you think as the same?
I think we should look at Arsenal as the favourites for the Premier League.
Stop. Hey, we are not favourites.
Yeah.
Don't set us up. We are not
I think
favourites.
they are the
Is it
strongest
We are
team.
not
I
favourites.
mean, City are getting weaker. They're losing Alvarez.
Yeah.
KDB is older.
See the excuse is put in there. Continue.
Bernardo Silva might just lose his hair. I just
might
came
not
out
even
to
like be
yellow
on
card.
form. But Arsenal, a machine. Saliba, Gabriel. They even
Havertz.
signed Calafiori. They have Timber coming back. It's like a
Thank
new
you.
signing. Raya. Then like the genius called Ateta, planning everything.
And the almighty Kai Havertz.
Pate is ready.
Kai Havertz as
Havertz,
well.
who outscored Mbappe at the Euros. So why can't why not
Thank you
Arsenal?
for adding that line.
Why not Arsenal?
But for me, I just feel what Arsenal needs is a number 9. But in case you don't think so, because if you look at it last season,
We have a number 9 for Asia.
that is, we have
Ugoduro.
last season. We know that Saka scored more than double digits. Saka had like 14 goals.
Yeah. About
About that number.
Yeah.
You talk about Kai
think
Havertz.
15.
Havertz had 13 goals last season. Trossard
Saka
had 12 goals last season. You talk about the ones from Odegaard. If you combine all of those players and they did not give you the league title, it just shows that the missing piece is a striker.
a 20-goal striker.
Yes, but
They've found a dynamic with Havertz, to be fair. He did not start the season in that role. He was playing more in midfield.
The missing piece is not really a striker, because when you say a striker is the missing piece, that means we are struggling to score goals. We are not
Yeah,
struggling.
no, I'm
we
not
are
saying
not
you're
struggling to score goals.
I'm
The
saying
missing
you
piece,
need to add to
the missing
numbers.
piece for Arsenal is the mentality. Yeah, we are on top for how long, and then towards the end, look at the Aston Villa game. A game where we literally had the league in our hands. Win that game, and you are the favourite. You are already leading City with a game in hand, and we lost it. So that game was not about a striker. We cracked under pressure, and that's not about a striker.
Apart
He
from the
moved Havertz
pressure,
to midfield
apart from
again.
the pressure,
Is that not the?
Havertz played in midfield that day now.
Yes,
and then
he has been
Smith-Rowe made a needless error where he did not track his man, and that was the
but
end.
apart from that error, are you saying that if they had
There's nothing a striker will do that we are not already doing.
No,
We're
we
winning
know
games
striker
3-0.
Score 100 goals.
We're
Thank
winning
you.
games
Why can't
3-0.
you score
City
100
did not score 100 goals either.
But they had-
why can't
They did not score. They
look
did
at
not
the-
score 100 goals now.
You see, you
City
said
did not score 100
last
goals.
the 2 seasons past, Arsenal has been second, and you look at that, those 2 seasons, City had a striker that's won the highest goal scorers. Haaland did it the last
Before Haaland
So
came,
that's the
City
thing.
already had strikers that were giving them
you know why-
25 goals
Yeah,
plus
but
in the
you-
form of
you-
Aguero and the
it's-
likes.
But think about it like this: before Haaland came, City won the league with Gundogan playing
Yeah.
false 9. But then Haaland came, and we can still see that
It became easier. They even won that league.
impact
It was not
still there.
easier. Arsenal
this
gave them
season-
Arsenal gave them a tough run.
It's no, you
It
can't
was not
compare with
easier.
last season. You can't
From
compare
season
2
to
seasons
season,
past.
Yeah, but
last
it was not easier.
The
I
2
still
seasons
maintain
past
that
were better. Were just,
Arsenal-
you could, we saw that it didn't take up
a
to the final
a
day.
striker would probably make us better, but that's not the missing piece. So yeah, I can agree with what Zini is saying, that you bring in a 25 plus. You bring in a
Takes you to
25
a new
plus
level.
scorer, and then maybe there are some games where maybe you could have played 1-1, and that striker's goals, it changes the scenario and everything. But if you want to answer the pure question of what is missing in Arsenal squad, it's not a striker, because we are scoring goals easily.
No, but okay, I think the more important question is there any player
Yeah.
in world football you can sign that will make you a better team
Yes, no.
currently?
Currently.
That is available.
It won't, okay, that is,
Because I mean, obviously,
You-
you
Yes,
can't say
that is
Mbappe now.
available.
That
There's
is
exactly.
available.
I will tell you Mbappe easily. He said, "Bon,
So that means that, but you know that you
What?
answering that means that you know that
there's one that is
There's
available. There's one that is
still a level to
available,
go.
but it's not suitable for us.
Osimhen.
Victor Osimhen. He's available, but he's not suitable for
I'm
us.
saying though that even the fact that you can answer that question with Osimhen or Mbappe means that you know that as good as your team has been, there's a level higher that they can get to.
Every club has a level higher they can get
With
to.
the-
If Real Madrid gets in Saliba, their defense gets better than it is. It is already good,
Oga,
but
calm
no,
down.
it is just the
Face your
fact.
club.
It's the fact now.
Oga,
No,
face your
you need
club.
you need to be objective and agree.
I'm being
You need to be
objective. I'm
objective
saying
and
face your
agree
club. We
that-
don't have any. Carry your Saliba. we are
But
okay.
let's go away from Arsenal a bit now. Let's talk about like managers now, because a lot is said about players, but you know,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, when players don't perform, it is the managers that will get the sack and the heat and whatever. So let's talk about managers so far. There's no longer Klopp. Now we're going to witness Slot Ball. And that name is still doing things in my head. Slot and Slot.
Without any, he has not signed any player to slot
And
him.
Slot, yeah. Then you know,
Osimhen, don't do stand up comedy.
you should not try it. I promise you, don't try it.
At least they are smiling.
Literally,
So
don't try it.
I'm
Then of course we have the mates man, Postecoglou, and other managers, and the bow tactician. It's not Pepu Ten Hag, it's the bow tactician. So, but the big question here, I think we all know the answer, but let's just hear it for posterity's sake. Who is going to be the first manager to be sacked? My own answer is clear.
Maresca. Is that your answer?
That's my answer, bro. First manager to be sacked.
I think that Chelsea will actually show patience with him. If they want to sack him, to probably be like April or end of season.
Oh.
Pochettino was somewhere in the middle of the table
Yeah.
for most of the season, and they didn't sack him.
But did they back Pochettino this well? Okay, yeah, they did.
Yeah,
They Modric and Co.
The
They backed him as
Pochettino
well.
sacking was just, I think it's, I don't know whoever made that decision.
I think there were already differences in the
Yeah,
background.
no, I even
because
heard it was
there are
not even
issues.
about the pitch, it was about
Yeah.
philosophy
Yeah,
and
because
and all
whatever.
that.
If it's the
So
play, he was better.
Maresca, and the fact that they've gone out, they feel like they need to prove that they made the right decision getting him and all of that. So I think they will give him a lot of patience and a lot of time. So I actually don't think he's going to be sacked. I don't think Slot is going to be sacked either.
I think he
except
could be.
Liverpool have it really
But
bad.
aside Chelsea, though, I think it could be Ten Hag.
Yeah, I do think that. I don't think he will be the first to be
Ten Hag
sacked.
won't be the
but
first.
I think that if Man United don't have a good season, somewhere along the line, they're going to sack him and promote Van Nistelrooy. I think that's why they brought Van Nistelrooy. He's just there to
The progression,
be
yeah,
the
they
hoop
plan
plotter.
exactly.
That's just his
Just
role
take
there.
Because this time there's nothing like they backed him. He got a forward, he got
Yeah.
defenders. Like he's going to get midfielders as well. So like they
Yeah.
gave him everything he wanted. All your Dutchmen that you want, bring them. They literally
I think
gave
the
him.
team that will sack their manager first is Ipswich.
I think it's
Probably.
I think it's going to be Southampton.
I think it's going to be a newly promoted side.
Southampton will
because that's what they
sack
do.
their manager
They come
first.
into the Premier League.
Expecting
forget
too
that-
much.
Yes, and they forget that, in Premier League now, it's not going to be easy for anybody. And the minute they start struggling, they panic. And
It's because
somebody
of the
sacks someone.
financial, you know how lucrative playing in the Premier League can be. So once you're not doing quite
now
well,
they start getting
if you
scared
don't
of
get
going
a
back
good
down. But
start,
you should
you're
expect to go back
panicking.
down.
It's not that easy. Well, we've seen teams come in like Nottingham
Yeah.
Forest and they've been able to stable themselves.
Yeah,
so,
but it's,
so far. But I think it's going to be
And
Southampton
it could
for
also,
me.
it could
But
also
then
be
Ten Hag will
it could also
sacked
be
in January.
Everton as well.
Because they're about to enter.
They're about to enter season, yeah, with potential point deduction.
It might even be that he's the one that will just walk away.
Yes, exactly. So I don't know. It could be Everton as well.
I'll just choose Southampton first. I think Southampton. Yes.
I'm sticking with Maresca.
Maluska.
That's
I think they need to go side. I'm not going to decide. I think Ipswich are a good side, but I think they're going to struggle in the Premier League like Burnley struggled. So now I don't know whether there will be that patience there. But yeah.
Okay, so bold on top of the league by December.
Arsenal now, it's always Arsenal now.
It's very easy now. Arsenal to top the league. January they'll just spot.
The elephant will climb the tree.
It's always the elephant will always climb now. But
don't worry, I believe
this time now the elephant has
Arsenal.
The elephant has spider gloves this time.
No, but you see,
Arsenal win the league. Arsenal win the league.
Yes, hopefully they win the league and no one
will get like 102 points.
I've been saying this thing for I've been saying this thing for 3 years, and I don't know whether it's God or whether it's the universe that doesn't want it to happen. If Arsenal win, I'll throw a big party, but they don't want me to throw a party.
I rather banter than
you don't want to attend my party.
I don't want your party.
We like this side of you.
I don't want that party.
Go sleep now.
Yeah, but just
top four now by December. Yeah, you guys are saying Arsenal will top the league by December. Top 4 by December. So if we are all agreeing that Arsenal will top the league by December, what's the top 4 going to look like in December?
Okay.
Arsenal number 1. Tottenham number 2. Don't worry, Tottenham will finish 9th. Okay, no, they are not going to finish 9th, but Arsenal number 1. I think Tottenham will start well and probably just drift off later. But actually, Arsenal number 1, Man City number 2, Tottenham number 3, Aston Villa number 4. I'm laughing at myself because I've just said rubbish. I think Liverpool. Okay, sorry. Let me correct that. Arsenal, Man City, Liverpool, Tottenham.
Okay. For me, I think it's going to be Arsenal on top. Second to be Manchester City. Third for me will be Aston Villa. Then fourth to be Liverpool.
For me, Arsenal, Liverpool, City, and Newcastle.
You really believe in Newcastle?
But I don't know how they will do Chelsea, this season because last season
we don't believe Chelsea will be somewhere around 8th or 9th.
We don't believe in Chelsea.
Chelsea will be somewhere around
a team that doesn't have a spine. There's no way to put them.
Actually, but they have no reason not to win the league. They bought Anselmino
for a team that has spent over 1.2 billion.
They have
for the future.
We should be demanding.
We're actually demanding.
Those buys they are for the future. They are future investment.
They have to win the league.
It's like investing.
To win the league.
They must win the league. But on that note, also predictions, and I'm also predicting that by December I would be top of our FPL group, because to all our viewers out there, Betting Expert, as you already know, we are going to launch our Betting Expert Nigeria FPL group, where there will be interesting prizes for the manager of the month and a grand prize of 400,000 naira for the top manager come the end of the season. And the catch is that to join our league, we are not asking you to pay any money. It is absolutely free. So I'd like you guys to join our league, contest with managers like myself, Sarah Brunny, and the Duchess, even though their teams will be,
But so, you know that this thing you are doing now is like, normal, it's nice to finish second. They don't even give room for first, second, third. They just said first. Right. Your team will still know.
Sound that we know.
Oh,
what was your position last year?
No, actually, last year when I went to the AFCON, I could not keep up. I could not keep up. No, last season I fell off. I fell off. But this season on the Betting Expert Nigeria group, there's a lot to play for, and my passion will be renewed from now till May. And I hope to be there at the top. I hope to win that.
Just be lining up all my jerseys.
I hope to win that grand prize come the end of the season. And you also can join us and also join the conversation below. Tell us what you think in the comment section below. Which manager will be sacked? Which club will be top of the league by December? And can Arsenal finally win the league after how many years now? Don't mention it, please. That's all we have for you in today's episode. Until we come your way next time, stay cool.